How about this for a scaly little stunner? Weighing just under 20 pounds, caught this one on a multi-rig using a size 6 incisor and some 15 pound ultra skin. Fished out on a heavily baited area of CC Moore XXX and some hemp with a load of krill powder and krill amino compound. So I'm going to slip them back now and I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing. Right, so you've just seen that lovely fish I caught this morning, so I'm going to quickly run you through the presentation that I took it on. It's quite a simple presentation, but caught quite a few fish in it recently and I'm starting to get some real confidence on it. Starts off with some 45 pound plummet lead core just to keep that last couple of feet pinned down and help against all there's quite a few zebra mussels in the lake and on the weed, so just to make sure to prevent cut-offs. Goes down to a lead clip so I can dump that lead when they get into the weed. It's got a heavy lead on there, a 5 ouncer, which is going to help try and dump the lead on the take. There's a quick lock swivel in there, covered by an anti-tangle sleeve. I used a quick lock so I can quickly change my rigs if there's a few fish on the spot, which can quite often happen. I can get the rig back out quite quickly and get another bite. And the anti-tangle sleeve is just going to help that rig kick away from the lead. The hook link's 25 pound ultra skin. It's lovely and supple, so it's going to lay on top of the silkweed that's on my spot nicely. Got a couple of blobs of putty on there just to keep it pinned down. I've got a shot just balancing out my corkball pop-up. I just want that to sink lovely and slowly so it's going to settle on top of the light covering a silkweed on my area. And the hook is a size 6 covert incisor. These are needle sharp, just give it a little touch up with the point doctor, and I've caught loads of fish from them and lost very few, which is important. So I'm just going to get the rod back out, see if we can catch another one, but I think I might end up going floater fishing in a bit. How about this for a lovely little result? There was loads of fish milling around as soon as the sun came out, so I've come round onto this bank. It's called the Woods Bank. Cast out a floater at a group of cruising fish and it's taken it straight away. Lovely fish, just weighing over just under 21 pound. So I'm going to slip this one back, get a few more mixes out there, and hopefully there might be a bigger one to come shortly. So I'm into the third morning of my trip now. The cameras had to leave yesterday, but I'm just going to quickly run you through what's happened in the meantime. Saw some fish showing on the end of the wind in a swim called the Comfy Swim, so I quickly packed all my stuff away, barrowed round there, had a quick lead around and found some lovely clean shallow gravel spots, which is where the fish seem to be getting caught from at the minute. I've got 2 rods on one spot and then one that's a bit longer out in the middle of the lake. Nothing much happened the first night in the new swim. I think I had a little tench, a couple of liners, and then first thing in the morning my left hand rod's gone away, and it was a lovely 29 pound 2 ounce common, taken on a hinge stiff rig because I'm fishing. There's a bit of silkweed on these gravel spots at the moment, so I'm just trying to make sure that the bait's presented nicely. Just after that I noticed there was loads of fish on the surface, so I've quickly tackling up my mixer gear, and my right hand rod's just gone away out of the blue. Bear in mind it's about 20 degrees C and completely flat calm and perfect weather for surface fishing. Unfortunately that fish came off quite soon after I picked up the rod, but I wasn't too disheartened as I'd had fish taking mixes almost as soon as I catapulted some out. Managed to hook one, but again it's done me in the weed and the hook's pulled, so I was a bit gutted. Ended up going home, having a shower, having a quick recollect, coming back, and as soon as I got back in the swim there must have been 60-70 fish all over the surface. So I've got the mixed gear again, catapulted some out, straight away had fish taken, cast my bait out, tweaked it back in, and straight away had a fish on. It was a mirror of about 18-19 pound. Didn't bother photoing it, I thought there might be a few more to come, so I've just slipped him back and then spent the next 2 hours being humiliated on the surface by the fish as they wised up quite quickly. So I got my rods back out for the night and it was feeling really confident, saw quite a few fish showing in the evening, and come around midnight my middle rod's gone away, and that was a common of 21 pound 10 ounces. And as I was playing that in, got about halfway out and my right hand rod's pulled up tight, and I assumed that the other fish had gone through it, and then I noticed the fish I was playing was moving to the right and the other rod was moving to the left. So I've tried to bully that one in quite quickly, got it in the net, picked the other rod up, and there was another mirror of about 14-15 pound on the end of that one. This lake's not that easy, so to have a double take was quite good, so I was really happy with that. And the cameras arrived this morning and we noticed there was loads of fish fizzing and showing all over one of my areas. It was going on for about an hour and I was getting a bit nervous that maybe they were going to clear me out and I wasn't going to get a bite. But all of a sudden my middle rod's gone off, and then about a minute later, while I'm still playing that, my left hand rod's gone as well, and that was lovely mirrors of 19 pound and 23 pound. So I'm going to quickly show you a few of those fish and then I'm going to show you the rigs and the tactics I've been using. So after changing swims, I've had a lead around, and the gravel spots that I want to fish, they've got a covering of light silkweed on at this time of year. It's a bit higher than the silkweed I was fishing before, so I've decided to move over to hinge stiff rigs just to make sure that pop-up's a little bit higher off the bottom, which is going to mean that the hook point's not obscured when the fish goes to take it. The setup's very similar. Got my XM main line, Camflex lead core down to a lead clip, got a 4 ounce lead on there, and then I've got a quick lock swivel just with an anti-tangle sleeve which is going to help keep the boom out. The boom is about a foot or so of 20 pound trick link. I've just made sure I've steamed that out nicely so it's nice and straight and it's going to lie away from the lead when it lands on the bottom. I've got a size 12 flexi ring swivel on there. I mould my putty on slightly differently on my hinge stiff rigs. I think it sits a bit better if you put it on the end of the ring rather than the top of the swivel. It's just a personal thing and that's how I've always fished it. The chod section's made up of 25 pound tripwire with a size 6 chod hook on the end there. Just steam that and then curve it using a rig cone just to make sure that it's the same every way, and then I'm really confident how it's working. The hook baits I've been using have either been Northern Specials or this, which is the new Pacific tuna hook bait from CC Moore. I've put out loads of tuna Pacific boilies at them on this session and they are really seeming to love it, so hopefully there'll be a few more fish to come tonight. How about this to end the session then? Fish called Chubby Chops, 36 pound 10 ounces. Another one on the hinge stiff rig with a size 6 choddy and an NS1 plus. Just slip this back, hopefully there might be another one before I pack up.